Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Frenzy, the show the players watch. I'm Rachel Zerby. There were some cancellations this evening, so we only have a handful of games. So let's begin the action with two Mid-Peninsula Conference foes as Gwynn battled Iron Mountain. In the first quarter, the Mountaineers looking to get on the board. Marcus Johnson feeds Jacob Tucker down low, and he gets a layup to go for the first points in this one. Modern Towners respond immediately. The reverse lay-in by Caleb Anderson makes it a tie game early on. Back the other way, it's Johnson with the ball as he pulls up from long range and knocks down the tray. Iron Mountain goes up by 5. More from Johnson as he gets the ball in the corner, and it's the same result. Another three from the sophomore keeps the Mountaineers ahead. A little later, the ball goes to Austin Forbes, who goes around the screen, steps into the jumper, and he hits it. Forbes led all scorers with 26 points, but Gwynn had a tough time containing Johnson. Another three there as he finished with 21 points for the Mountaineers. But don't count out the Model Towners. Tucker Taylor drives, spins, and goes off the window on that shot in the paint, but this night belonged to the Mountaineers as they topped Gwynn 72-48. To the scoreboards for a pair of boys scores to report, Marquette won big on the road against Menominee 70-42. The Blue Devils won at home against Negaunee 58-53. Jason Waterman had 20 points in the losing effort. To Harris now as the Broncos hosted the Norway Knights. In the opening seconds of the game, Broncos in transition, and that's some textbook basketball. Caden Mustafa opens up the scoring with the first 2 points of the game. A few minutes later on the other end, the Knights working the ball around the wing, and Adam Fall will convert from downtown. He gets the bounce and the 3 points for Norway's first basket of the game. Still in the first, Bark River Harris bringing the ball up, and Logan Heim is free on the baseline for the layup. Broncos go up by 3. Late in the first quarter, Josh Plant at the point. He loses his footing, but somehow he'll manage to keep possession, and he'll find big man Connor Ortman down low. He makes a move and count it, and the foul. He finished with 26 points, and we'll see more of him later. Early in the second quarter, Ryan Arndt gets it back, and he'll hit from way behind the arc. The game is tied at 17 points. Still in the second quarter, Norway with the ball now. Michael Wilson will drive, and he dishes to Cody Hendricks for the bucket to put the Knights ahead by 2. Broncos cross half court, but Josh Plant with the hustle. He comes up with the steal, which sets up a fancy finish for Ortman. The Knights go on to win 64-41. To the girls' scoreboards now as Chassell tops Wakefield Marinisco 66-27. Millie Allen led the Panthers with 16 points, and Sydney Dannison chipped in with 15 as well. Dollar Bay got the win over Republic Michigami 44-37. Trout Creek goes on to Antonogan and wins 66-34. It was Stevenson 59, Forest Park 45. Autumn Reisner broke the school's record for three-pointers in one game with 8 and finished with 31 points for the Eagles. And down in Big Bay, it was Rapid River knocking off the Black Bears 47-42. The Goodacker sisters Elizabeth and Kristen combined to score 26 points. Holly Stapleton scored 25 for Big Bay to knock. To high school hockey, as several UP teams took part in the Traverse City Showcase, it was Marquette getting the overtime win over Grand Rapids Christian 3-2, and Escanaba blanked Romeo 4-0. And out in the Copper Country, it was Calumet falling at home to the University of Detroit Jesuit 4-2, the final score. Sam Urkula and Dean Locust scored for the Copper Kings. We have reached halftime on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Still to come, college hockey action from the Berry as NMU hosts Bowling Green. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The NMU hockey team was back in action tonight against the 14th ranked team in the nation. The Wildcats back in the Berry for the first time this year, hosting game 1 of 2 against the Falcons. Early in the first period, Wildcats on a power play, a second chance for NMU, and Troy Loggins finds the back of the net for the first goal of the game. Loggins had 2 goals on the night. A couple minutes later, NMU up 1-0. Falcons trying to tie it up, but denied. Atate Tollivan with the save. He finished with 23 saves. Wildcats on another play, sound the horn. Joseph Nardi sneaks it past the goalie to put the Cats up 2-0. NMU goes on to win 5-2, and they'll face the Falcons tomorrow at the same place and same time. That will do it for me on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Don't forget the NFL playoffs continue this weekend, and I'll be at home rooting on my Minnesota Vikings. All right, I'm heading out. Jimmy Kimmel is next here on ABC 10. From all of us here at the station, have a great night and a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.